Welcome to Straight Outta Jersey. Today's podcast is brought to you by Ace Sunglasses. Go to acesunglasses.com.au to purchase some of the best shades around. Use promo code MRG30 and receive 30% off selected brands. That's
Straight Outta Jersey with Jersey Jay-Z. With the Freak of New York, Gregg Valentino. And your host, Jersey Jay-Z.
What's up, guys? We are live. It is Thursday. I'm Joe Zapata, and I'm with the man with the New York tan himself, my buddy Gregg Valentino.
I actually just tanned. That's why I look pink.
I can tell.
Dan, that was me. I texted you. Hello. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's I just tanned. That's the man with the New York tan.
Yeah, that's right. Dan Selena says Thursday, baby. What's up, Greg and Joe? What's up, Dan? Hello.
What's going on, guys? Hey, John Mancini, Natty Games
as well. Natty Games, Momo time. That's right.
There you go, baby.
New York tan. Natalia, how you doing? I just want to remind everyone on March 15th, if anyone's in the New York area, the Credit Union Arena in Suffolk, New York, there'll be an event for wrestling. I'll be there with Bret the Hitman Hart, Eric Bischoff, JR Ross is going to be there. Sasha Banks will be there. There's going to be a lot of people there. The Beller twins will be there. So if anyone's there, the tickets are $25. Come down there. You can meet the wrestlers, get some pictures taken, whatever. I'll be down there with them. Just letting everyone know. If you like the Tulsa King season 2, the guy who was the bodyguard, he played Bigfoot, Mike Cashflow Warden. He's going to be there also at my table with me. So come on down if anyone's out there. All right. Natalia, William Allen says, did you get the shed fire cleaned up?
What's going on?
What's going on? Hey, Natalia.
Hey, Natalia.
Let's see. Hey, Greg. Joe, hope all is well. Yes.
Hey, what's going on, John?
Hey, Greg, if you never got into bodybuilding, what would you think you would do for your career?
Well, I was a police officer for 2 years. So I don't know if I would have trying to get back with that. They, because of the eye, I got injured. They put me on medical review, and I was on probationary police officer. And then I got, they put me on a kibosh, but I could have fought it and got back on, but I didn't want to do it. So maybe I would do that. But my passion would be to be a radio show host. That's my favorite. I like that. Like getting on radio, like real radio, like that. I always tell Joe that was like what I always wanted to do when I was a kid,
Yes.
The talk show radio stuff.
Talk show radio, exactly. Officer Valentino has a nice ring to it. Greg, did you see Sam Sulik got his pro card?
How did he get his pro card?
That's what I saw. I mean, he got it. He got his
how?
He got his pro card. It was just announced.
How did he get his pro card? Don't you have to? I guess you don't have to earn that shit anymore, right?
You don't have to earn it, but I guess he just got his.
He won. I mean, listen. I give the kid credit. God bless you, Sam. You went in the show, but that show, the guys in that show were not really good. It was a novice.
Oh, that's the thing. They were showing the people in the show, but apparently he got his pro card. Actually, your friend that you did the podcast with, Strength Addicts.
Yeah. Christian Duke.
Christian, he just reported it too. I think I saw a picture. He
won. Maybe
Arnold.
It is the
Arnold.
They're trying to get. I guess they're trying to get more people involved. You know what I mean? Like I guess they feel that because he's an internet, and that's like people masturbate to internet people now. So
yep, John Mancini.
Good for him, but I just don't. That just goes to show you right now. Listen, when we were younger, you had to win either your class. You had to win your class in the in the nationals, the overall in the USA, or the North Americans. That's it. You had to be overall USA, overall North American, or class in the nationals. Yep. And that's it. That's the only way you became pro. Now get your pro cards here. Get your pro cards.
Especially if you have a big following.
There's 17-year-old girls that are in a bikini and shit like that got fucking pro cards. So it's so washed right now. It's so like it is what it is, I'm happy for the kid, but I just don't see it, Jesus Christ.
What's up, Joe and Greg? What's up, Josh?
Josh, how you doing, my brother?
Josh, if you ever wanted to come on, Josh, we'd let you come on. We'll send you a link as long as you have a camera. Small says, "Goddamn, spell check." But apparently, he won the Arnold Amertech or something. Arnold Amertech.
Already, I thought the Arnold's this weekend.
I don't know. He won that apparently. He's all over the place now. That he got his pro card.
Whatever. I mean,
it is.
Get your pro card here. Look, I'm happy for the kid. God bless him and stuff. But
yeah,
who knows? I mean,
John Mancini said, "Let's see your Greg's mother-in-law get her pro card."
That's only if they have the overweight class. She can compete with those big power lifters. You know what I mean? Like if you think like Brian, what's the big guy I took the picture with there?
Brian Shaw.
Brian Shaw. Yeah, I was standing on a chair with him, fucking around. You know what I mean? I was standing next to him. But if you think Brian Shaw and drag is hot, then you would like my mother-in-law.
Yeah, Alan Minnick said the Arnold Amateur was today, and that's where Sam won. So he's probably.
Oh, okay, but still.
Yeah, Guru Dave said, "Where's the Epstein files?"
The Epstein files, Guru Dave. Dave, you're right with that shit. I think it's coming. You know what I mean? There's a lot of red tape. Remember, there's a lot of people right now going against, even Kash Patel's the head of the FBI. Remember, that shit's been so long south for so long that he's got to clean that out. You know, there's a lot of people against him, you know?
But it's let's see, Alan Maddox said it wasn't a real strong competition. I thought the Arnold Amateur would be bigger.
Now, listen, I don't ever remember them giving anybody a pro card for winning it. But you know what? They need him because it's the young kids that like him. The young generation, they like that. That's who rules the internet. I mean, young kids can't get off the fucking, off social media all day, all night. You know, adults, like I don't even go on. I don't even know how to, Joe, I think you might notice, but I don't even know how to go on the internet on my phone. I know how to answer calls and I know how to text. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to get on. Like if you said, get on RX Muscle, let's just say, right? I don't know how to do that. I have no idea how to do that shit. You know, I'd have to hand it to my girlfriend and say, get me on RX. You know what I mean? I don't know any of that shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know. They had, I think it was Nick Trigili was talking about it today. I don't know about that the competition in Sam's class wasn't that good, but he won.
Hey, listen, they're giving out pro cards. They're giving it out to the girls who are fucking, there's bikini girls at 17, 18, 19. I knew a girl, like I told you back years ago with Gaspari Nutrition. Gaspari was telling us she was 17 years old. She never stepped foot in a gym. She never trained in a gym in her life. She used to do like Jane Fonda tapes at her house or some fucking shit like that. But she had a nice body. My sister had an incredible body. I mean, she could have fucking walked on stage with those bikini girls. You don't really have to be jacked. You just have to be tight and hard body and have a great structure. So Sam is a young kid. Good for him.
William Allen made a great point. He said, follow the money in any business. Sam would make them money. And that's exactly what they did.
He would make them money. But you know what happens? Just like Justin Bieber, when these guys start getting older and then, they don't look the same, and now they're out of that age bracket. You don't see girls freaking out over Justin Bieber anymore because the new guy, it's always the new girl in town. That's the way it is, man.
Natty Gaines said, that's because you have a 2005 phone, Greg.
Natty Gaines, believe it or not, I had to get rid of the flip phone because it wouldn't upgrade it for me anymore. So I do have now a smartphone, but I'm not too smart. So the smartphone and me don't get along. You know what I'm saying?
Wade Clark, good morning, guys from Australia. What's going on, Wade? What's going on? John Mancini said the Arnold competitions weren't even on today. I was surprised.
Yeah, I can't watch that shit anymore. It was, I went to the very first one. There was a time where I didn't miss any of those shows. I was at every one of them. But, that stopped like maybe 10 years ago because I can't, it's the sport's not the same. And I'm not the only one who thinks that. I talked to a lot of pro bodybuilders. You guys are, the legends and stuff that I know personally. I was around them before they were pros and everything. And, even they agree. Some of them aren't going to say it, here online because they don't want to lose their, internet. But I mean, I'm happy. Good for Sam. I hope he kicks ass. I just, but right now, wait till the new girl. Look at the fucking those twin kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna get the pro card probably tomorrow.
Who knows if why are they competing too?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying that they.
Yeah, but I see these kids. And I look at these guys. I'm saying, fuck me, man. I was plastic weights. I just posted. Go to my Instagram, Greg_Valentino. I just posted a picture of me at 15 years old. I was plastic weights. I had a big fucking fro like Sam Sulik. I had really curly hair growing up, Then I started slicking it for shows and pulling it back into like a little ponytail. So when you see me with the hair, tight, that's because my hair was slicked. But I have curly hair. So I had that same fucking mop. Go look at me. Go to my Instagram and look at me. I just posted a day or two ago. Look at me at 15 years old.
Yeah.
Joe, did you see that fucking picture I put here? I don't know if I can send it to you. I just posted a picture of me. By the way, Joe.
What?
Joe, you just talked to me too about this. I posted a picture of me with the Viagra.
Yes.
And the test. They took it off. Their fucking Instagram gave me the kibosh.
I told you they would.
They gave me the kibosh, bro. You know what they said to me? You're promoting drugs. I said, I'm like, illegal drugs. First of all, Viagra is illegal. Fucking steroids is fucking I have a prescription, bro. It's a fucking CVS from CVS.
They don't look like that. When they posted that picture,
fuck, they took it off, and now I got all these restrictions. I got all these fucking. I'm dropping followers like crazy. I got all these like fucking algorithms kicking my can on fucking Instagram because of that.
Wow.
Holy! I just posted that picture, but did you see the picture of me with the what the hell? With the fucking Superman shirt? Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, the Superman shirt, bro. I don't know how I can send it to you if you want to. Dude, that's me. If you go to my Instagram, you want to see. I used to wear a Superman shirt when I was 15. I got it like 15 when I was 15 or 16. I had the big mop of hair, just like Sam Salik. I was jacked, but I was lifting plastic weights, at the house. And I still have that shirt. And everybody's like, can you still wear it? No, I can't wear that shirt. My body's totally different. But the thing is, I found it. We had it. My mother had like a chest where she fucking just drew all this shit, like mothballs and shit in there. And we found it in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that shirt's from I bought it either 75 or 76.
Wow.
19. How old were you fuckers watching this in 1975 or 1976?
Yeah. John Soldi. What's up, boys? John is actually getting surgery. I'm wishing him luck. He's getting some surgery actually.
John,
tomorrow.
You getting surgery? God bless you, man. Good luck, man.
Remember, let's see. Greg Taylor said, Gregg Valentino is so salty. Oh, yes. I don't know why. He's very salty. Luciano said, sup, Zapata? What's up, Greg? What's up, Luciano?
Hey, Luciano, how you doing?
Dan said, I heard that Sean T from Insanity Workouts is doing the Masters Olympia. Is that true?
Who's doing it?
Sean T.
Who's that? Who's Sean T?
From Insanity Workouts. I think he is, actually. I think I did hear that.
I'm not sure who Sean T is. I'm sorry. I'm really bad.
Alan Minnick said, Sam can't compete as a classic pro. He's got an open body. I think it's crap, but can qualify in one's vision and then as a pro switch into a different division without having to requalify. That's a good point, Alan.
Listen, he's a young guy, but you know what the problem is? Again, 3 years ago, the kid was like, I think I'll start working out, maybe take a little bit on, and all of a sudden you get jacked. And, he's going to have to take a lot more shit, I think, to hang with these guys, So, unless you build, like Lee Priest, myself, I was 23 years natural. Lee Priest was at least like 10 years or more natural. That's why you respond better. Greg, are you going to
Alabama in June?
Yeah, as of right now, I am, unless some bullshit happens. You know what I mean? I don't know. Joe, you going to go?
I don't know. Like last time I was in Virginia, so I was able to try to go over there, but it was just with the travel. I couldn't think because I was in Virginia with Maria. So it was a little bit tough, but maybe I will. I'm not sure right now.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, my goal is to go, but I got to make sure that, there's no bullshit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I don't want to be, I might be too scared though of Romano. So I don't know if I go.
No. All that's done. It's all.
Yeah. Luciano, did he really win or is that just a publicity stunt? Contest. Yeah, it's a popularity contest. That's what it is.
Well, I got to be honest with you. Did you guys ever watch? Did you guys remember? Go look at old pictures of Arnold, right? When he won the universe, he was like 20 years old and he was super jacked on juice. And you ever see the guys in the background? They look like swimmers. They're just standing there with the little fucking, they have no muscle at all on them. You know what I mean? So those novice shows, if you got a little bit of, giddy up on you, and look, I wish the kid all the best in the world. Nobody's fucking, he has every right. I'm glad he's competing. He shows he's really fucking, that he doesn't give a shit about the internet as much. He wants to really be somebody in the sport, that he has a love for the sport. When I was his age, I felt the same way, and I competed and I won. But I was natural.
Yeah.
But
Greg
the thing is,
Joe Zapata is afraid of John Romano. 100%, Greg.
No, he's kidding. Guys, John, there's no problem with John and Joe. It's a joke. But listen, Joe did fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Joe, what's his name there?
Greg says the same thing. He said Greg is a loser. He will never is a good thing. Why is Greg never got a pro card? He makes up excuses.
Because I'm a loser. That's why you're here watching two losers, right?
Exactly.
That's why Greg, what the fuck you make yourself look like? You're here watching two losers. What's the matter with you?
Exactly.
I wouldn't support two fucking losers if I were you. Dude, you crazy? But anyway, that's the. By the way, I just want you to know, Greg, that Joe, first of all, is jiu-jitsu and judo. Okay. Joe was in a fucking jiu-jitsu, was in Black Belt magazine. Joe Zapata, right here. Well, that's
I showed it before. I have
right there. Yeah, Joe also, what the fuck's his name? Now I'm so hyped. What the hell's his fucking name there? That the old guy that just died.
Judo Gene LaBelle.
Yeah, Judo Gene LaBelle. The one that fucking supposedly choked out Steven Seagal. Joe had some sessions with him and did some
yeah, I didn't even know it was him. Back then there was no internet, so we didn't know who he was.
So we didn't know he just knew this guy was an expert, but it was Gene LaBelle. He's got pictures. He's in Black Belt magazine. So trust me, he's not afraid of anybody. Okay.
Yep. What did it say? Josh Rivera said, I agree with you, Greg. Bodybuilding has gone to shit. The great era of bodybuilding has passed away, my brother.
Dude, if you talk to some of the old pros, they're not going to say it on the internet because they don't want to fucking, But I talk to these guys and they're all like privately, oh man, it's fucking horrible now. Listen, the internet guys, you get those two twin kids, right? You put them in an expo, the line will be out down the road, down the fucking corridor for them. And you put Derek Lunsford over there who won the Olympia, he won't have near the line that those twin kids, the Trent twin, whatever the fuck the names are. I don't even know their names. You would have a line down the road for that. Sam Salik would have a line down the fucking aisle, down the fucking out the front door. And meanwhile, Mr. Olympia be sitting there and he wouldn't have half those kids. It's just the way it is, bro. The internet's taken over. If you have a girl, if your girlfriend's even remotely kind of cute, all she has to do is do like little, try on shoes, try different outfits on this shit, put it on TikTok and forget about it. She'll have a fucking 100,000 fucking million followers,
CH said, is that shirt you posted really 50 years old, bro? That dude, Superman?
Lucia.
It is.
Yes, it is. It's the same shirt. I'm fucking 16 with the curly fucking hair. If you go to my Instagram and you look at that picture, I got the fucking mop of curly hair, right? Where's that Superman shirt? The one from when I was a kid. I used to wear that in high school. I should post that on my fucking Facebook, right? I have another Facebook, Joe Beans. If you go to that, that's all my school friends and shit and kids, my family. If I post that to be like, yeah, I remember you wearing that shirt. These are like old men saying that shit, old ladies. Because I used to wear it when I was in high school because I was jacked. Nobody was jacked when I was in school, especially since I was a fucking teenager. You know what I mean? Like, gotta remember, I'm gonna be 5 years old in a couple months. 65.
Lucia's gonna be
here. Look,
next week.
Lucia's birthday's Tuesday. Look at that. That's it. Look at
autograph on sale if you want it.
Collar's a little bit, but it's it's still in fairly good shape. There's a tiny little
$50. $50. I can sign it.
There's a tiny little hole in the back, that I think I caught on a nail or something when I was walking. But this shirt I wore when I was 16. This shirt is older. Here, Lou. This shirt's older than most of you guys that are watching this video. That shirt's around 50 years old. I got it was either 15 or 16. So it's 2025. And I remember it was winter. Joe, you know where I got that fucking shirt? The Paramus Mall.
Oh, get out of here. Really?
Yeah. It was the Paramus Mall is one of the oldest malls there is.
Wow.
The Paramus fucking Mall. I got that shirt in. The Paramus Mall.
Wow. Knight Rider said, I'm glad Lee isn't going to Alabama. He ruined the other Alabama videos. Okay.
Who?
Lee. Knight Rider said Lee. He's glad Lee. Natty Gaines said, Greg, did you ever have to do cardio or like to do it? Also, what was your favorite kind of cardio? Treadmill or bike?
Listen, if I wasn't working out, I'd be running on the road. I don't like treadmill. I would run on the road. I used to run on a track when I was young. I'm very athletic. Not anymore, guys. I'm like, forget about it. But I used to be able to swim. I had a swimming pool in my backyard. I used to be able to do all that shit. I can't do any of that shit anymore, but I was a fast runner. Me and another kid at 9th grade could beat anybody in the school. And then I could also run for long distance. You know what I'm saying? So I could do both, which is very rare. That is what I would do. I would run. I'd be running every day. I would go out, but I like to run out like on the road, like that kind of shit. I don't, I like to run in the neighborhood. I don't like running on a treadmill. I just don't like it. Plus, dude, I train I'm nuts. I do like 100 sets and shit in the gym or more, so I'm fucking wacky. The last thing I need is cardio. I'd be fucking a beanpole. I got a fast metabolism.
Dan said, Greg, have you seen your girl Ariana Grande recently? She's not looking too good. She's super thin, looks anorexic.
Dude, I like her. She needs to lose more weight. I like skinny, bro. You're talking to the wrong guy. I love skinny. I don't like her with the blonde hair, though. I like the dark hair. Yeah, I'd live in a bathroom a week just to smell one of her farts. I also like, what's that good little girl, the Wednesday Addams there, the fucking little Spanish chick?
Jenna Ortega.
Oh, man, I would fucking rip that in half. I love that shit. That's what but I like skinny, though. Skinny. Don't know fatties for me. I don't, that big tit, big ass shit you guys like, not me. I like them like bean poles.
Alan said, "Damn, you were a big boy at 16, Greg. Wow."
Yeah, thank you. Well, I was if you saw that, Alan, if you went to my Instagram, you go through my Instagram pictures, you'll see a ton of pictures of me young. I was only working out with plastic weights. There were no weights. Once in a blue moon, I would go to that White Plains Y where I would see, what's his name? Charlie Arms and shit. But at home, there was no gyms around me. Then a Nautilus place opened in late 76, early 77. And that's when I started training there at the Nautilus only. But that's where you see me on that Nautilus machine with the big mop of curly hair that just opened. I just started there. But, I trained at home with plastic weights. I was jacked.
Joe Matarazzo, Venom123 said, Greg, what is your address? Just follow the statues.
Venom123. You motherfucker. Greg, what's your address? What do you mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my address online.
Follow the statues.
Listen, Venom123. You take a picture of yourself or you come on here as you, and I'll give you my address. How about that? You come on here. Well, Joe and I can see your face. You talk with your phone. There's no problems. And then I'll give you my address.
CA said, I found some sweatpants from 2016 in my storage room. The fabric had already been started deteriorating. So did your shirt already.
My shirt's it's gotten loose, like it's lost its elasticity and its shape. But that fucking shirt's fucking 50 years old. 50. I haven't worn it. People ask me, do you still wear it? No, I haven't fucking worn that shit I wore it in high school. I was a kid with a fucking mop of hair.
We got another there. Tommy somebody's there as being another one. Like and surprise.
What did Tommy say?
George, like and surprise. Very funny, George. George, at the Teddy Atlas Theater. I heard that little one you did, George. Anyway,
what happened? What happened with somebody named Tommy? Did it get stupid? Yeah,
another person got in there a little stupid. Somebody named Tommy. You're saying something about scamming and stuff.
Oh, scamming? What am I scamming? How are we scamming? What am I scamming? I got to make money to scam, right?
Yeah. Guru Dave Smith said Chris Cuomo.
Oh God. Guru Dave Smith's my boy. By the way, I love Dave Smith. He's a good man, by the way. I just want you guys to know that. He's a good man. He likes to fuck around, but he's a good man. I know him personally, so, but we never met each other, but we talk on the phone and everything, so he's a good man. I like Dave.
Joe Matarazzo says, I edited my username to this, Greg, to troll Greg.
I know. Joe, I'm not upset. I'm just playing around with you. But I'm not going to give my address.
Oh, of course,
if you want to come eat some pasta and fucking meatballs and shit, you come on over. We call it macaroni, though. We don't call it pasta.
I said, Chris Cuomo is shilling EMS belt that will get you jacked.
Chris Cuomo's a fucking Momo. He takes the babon. You remember that shit? Joe, do you remember when he was taking Jesus Christ, Guru Dave? Do you remember when he was taking that fucking 100-pound dumbbell and he was doing that shit behind his head? Yeah, right. Without even straining. Joe, can you imagine a 100-pound dumbbell behind your head doing this shit while you're on a computer?
Mm-hmm.
That shit was had to be like a fake fucking, it probably didn't even weigh 10 pounds. It's hard to, without going like this and shit, just standing there going, yeah, so Joe, I'm doing 100 pounds right here.
Mm-hmm. William Allen says, I still have Gorilla Wear and T. Michael's clothing. Remember the Zumbas? All the rest of
Bash and all that shit. Yeah, but listen, I get that, but you guys, I'm talking about something from the 70s, the fucking 70s. Lucia, where's that other shirt with the chick on it, the white one? Lou? Hey. Lou?
Skip Milligan says, I have a bowl of Lee Priest Danny pasta.
I'll show you another shirt I used to wear. I'm going to show you another shirt I used to wear from maybe late 70s or into 1980. Hold on, I'm going to show you. You're going to like this one. Yeah. That one. The white one. Okay. This shirt right here. Check this shit out. Somebody gave this to me. It was made. I used to wear this. Look at this one.
Phone sex. Live phone sex. Mistress
Wait, can you see that? Wait, let me do it better. Ready? Look. You see that? Can you guys see that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You used to wear that?
Now, this shirt, that fucking girl right there is probably an old lady. She's older than me. So if I'm going to be 65, this shirt's from 1978, 79. My friend made this because that was an ad in Screw Magazine. And we all used to wear this. Me and a bunch of guys. We all wore the same T-shirt.
Really?
Yeah. This is old. This one's in good shape. You know what it is? My shit was thrown in a fucking cedar chest or some shit like that. I didn't even know I still have this stuff. I don't remember. We found it recently. But isn't that hot? You guys like that shirt with the mistress?
Quick Pump said Greg resembled a buffer version of the Who singer Roger Daltrey as a
Oh
teen.
my God. Yo. Who said that? Quick Pump. I looked so much like Roger Daltrey because my face was like thin. And I had the long curly hair. And then I used to fucking put peroxide and shit in and sun in. And I would go out in the sun and shit would be fucking, I had like blonde curly locks like that. And everybody used to tell me, used to call me Roger and shit. I hated that. You know, because it's a skinny fucking, you know what I mean? And then when I was young in high school, like I would wear these tight short sleeve shirts and everybody used to call me Beretta. Remember? Because like Beretta used to have those jacked arms.
Joe, did you ever go to Crispy Pizza? No, never been there.
Where's that? Where's that?
Is that Jersey? In Jersey on Barstool.
John, I saw pizza reviews.
We have a lot of pizza stores here from that were in the Sopranos movie. You know, the pizza.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, New York and listen, you guys don't realize that people don't live around this area. New York and New Jersey there's a skinny little fucking river that, you know, the Hudson River is narrow too there. That fucking stuff, we're the same fucking people. You have no idea. It's the same. All the guineas are fucking, you know, the pizza in Jersey, there's some good fucking pizza in Jersey. Just like New York, it's known for that.
Pizza we had when I was at your house, the big pizza we had at your house. Remember that?
Yeah. But the thing is, fucking Frank Sinatra was a Jersey boy. A lot of the guineas that were old school. Jimmy Roselli, who was my father's friend. My father used to do his album covers and everything. My father was a commercial artist. Jimmy Roselli is one of the most famous. All those guys, Jersey boys. Jimmy Roselli was from like Hoboken or some shit.
Yeah. What do we got here? They're in Brooklyn and Jersey, Natalia says.
Yeah.
CH says, by the way, serious question, Greg. This is embarrassing, but I might have caught mouth herpes. Didn't you mention how you having the same? What's it like living with this shit?
Dude, I have herpes unofficially got. You know what I mean? It's, you know what sucks? I get it so bad. It's like somebody took a cigarette and put it out like this, like this on your cock. And when it's bad like that, I can't do anything, you know? And if I want to bang that one, you know, I got to just eat the box or something because it's not this, you know, I can't do anything about it. You know, and the officially got it's like, it was so bad, Joe. I've had this shit. I got it because I used to fuck around with strippers. You know, when I was a senior in high school, I worked in a strip club and they were all dirty. They were biker chicks, you know, and back then they had tattoos. So you can imagine today, everybody's with the tattoos and shit. That's like, you know, give me a break, you know, back then in the fucking 70s. So I've had herpes since the 70s, bro. It used to get so bad. I would have to put ointment, and I put like a little bandage around my cock like this. I had a bandage around my cock. Could you see the cock head like that? And I put the fucking bandage around there. Wow. Oh man, it's like somebody, Joe. It's like somebody put a cigarette. One time, Bob Bonham had some like he had this prescription ointment. He drove all the way up to Jersey because I couldn't move. I had gonorrhea so bad. My mother, I had fucking blood in my underwears, right? And I remember I went to see my friend up at college. I had to go to the hospital there. And the nurse is holding my cock and she's sticking his fucking thing down the hole, right? You know, like that wire. It was like a wire thing. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. She goes, listen, I have 6 sons. Okay. So this is, you know, but you know, because it's an older woman and she's holding it. You know what I mean? You know, and she was holding it very lovingly, I might say. But anyway, she's sticking that fucking thing down there, plunging that shit. And then when I went to the doctor, he stuck his finger up my ass and fucking, you know, pus comes. Oh my God. It was horrible. And my mother's like, what's wrong with you? What do you have blood on your underwear for? And I said, you don't want to know. It was bad. Bro, just the underwear slightly touching like this, just touching your cock. It was like, I remember it was so bad, bro. The pain, that pain to piss. I would cry. Oh no, I got to pee. And when you shit, you got to pee when you shit, you know? So I was like, no, fuck, no. Because I didn't want to pee. I wasn't pissing razor blades. I was pissing samurai swords. I had it so bad, Joe. You wake up in the morning, your dick's crusted to your fucking underwear. You got to pull it and shit like this.
Oh my God.
It was bad, bro.
Wow.
That's what you get from fucking.
That's the pigs you got.
Hey, you lay down with dogs, you catch fleas. You know what I mean?
Exactly. John Scuderi said, what's going on, fellas?
Johnny, what are you doing? My boy, John.
Alan says, is Jimmy the Bull the strongest person you've ever trained with? Dude, the stories I used to read in the magazines about him is crazy. Jimmy is insane.
Alan, let me tell you something. I've seen Jimmy the Bull in 1991. He used to kick. There was a 7-foot ceiling beam, and I've seen him kick it. You guys don't understand it. Jimmy's like a 3rd-degree black belt in martial arts. He can kick. He could do all that shit. He could do judo. If Jimmy wanted, he's got hands like a sledgehammer. I'm telling you, you have no idea.
When I was with him, when we were hanging out at your house, when he shakes your hand, he's got that grip that is just.
I'm a Viking man. I wake for a living.
And concrete.
Dude, let me tell you, I know Jimmy since 1991. Let me tell you something about Jimmy. You guys have no idea. He's the best guy on the planet. He's the most easygoing guy. If you piss him off, he'll kill people. I tell the story a gazillion times, but he did the reverse bench. I was the only spotter, and I told him, this is like 2003. I told him, bro, please, whatever you do, don't get stuck because I can't pull this off. He's like, don't worry about it. I got it. He did 3 reps, reverse 600 pounds, 3 reps on stage like this at the Women's Extravagant. Just this easy. Boom, boom, boom. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because I was the only spotter on him, you know?
I think Ferrigno was going to spot him once too, right?
Oh, yeah. Him and Ferrigno were good friends.
Him and Ferrigno were friends. And I remember
him and Jim Quinn, too. They're both, Jim Quinn's another one, dude. He could smack your fucking head and knock you. He's like a bear. You know what I mean?
Bill Mann said, what are Gregg's go-to porn search keywords? You can look up the internet for that, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any keywords. I don't really look at porn much, you know, because then I want to, you know, as it is, you know, I can't keep up with her. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. But I don't look at porn much, you know. Whatever it is, she better be skinny, no fatties.
TCTC says, I ate a dirty stripper, as you know, and I think I'm going to have to polyps like you eventually.
Listen, TC, no joke. Okay. First of all, I had throat cancer, and it's from eating a dirty box. Just like I had the same cancer Michael, whatever his name is, had. Michael Douglas. I had the same thing. Okay. I had a fucking growth this big in my throat off my tonsil, and that's when I had to have the surgery and cut it out. And they told me, my doctor told me, you must have came in contact with like a dirty box maybe 30 years ago. It takes a long time. You know what I mean? But I was with chicks that had fucking warts and shit. You know, I'm stupid. You know, you over there gnawing on the little wart on her box and like that. And now I suffered for it, you know?
See, it says, does it make the D head smaller? It sounds like you
I get it.
Some of the skin down.
No, but it's just sick. You know, the dickhead looks at you like, help me. You know what I mean? You're talking about when I wrapped it? No, my dick is fat. So, you know, I get, you know, you got to wrap the gauze around there. You know what I mean? I put the ointment on there and then I wrapped the gauze around, but it was bad. It's not as bad as I'm older, which is really crazy, but it's a little, actually, it was just acting up a little bit last week. I got a little remnants of it. It's leaving right now, you know, but I don't even take medicine. I just put ointment and shit on there. Sometimes, you know what helps if I spray, what's that shit for your feet? You know, like a foot spray, because jock itch and like foot, whatever you call it, athlete's foot, they're related. That whole fucking shit is related. And when I spray it right on that spot, it kind of helps.
Skip, hey, Gregg, would you recommend a career in the police department force to people today?
Yes, 100%. 100%. It's one of the greatest jobs. Police, firemen, post office, any of those, civil service, because you get a fucking pension. Do you want to be my fucking age and have to work your fucking nuts off and try to, you know, get money because you don't have any? Dude, you get pension. Pension's everything. Joe Pietaro makes a lot of scuttle. Joe Pietaro was a sergeant on NYPD. He could sit back, blow smoke rings like that, and every month he gets that payment. Every month. And if he dies, his wife gets that payment. It's not what you do today. You guys that are young, you're 21, 22, 23, even 24, you're in your early 20s, forget about it. I'm telling you, you can't get a better job that's going to give you a pension when you're older. What you do today affects when you're my fucking age. You want to be a fucking Momo like me? Go get a fucking job with a pension.
Yep.
You know, all this bodybuilding shit. You know how many bodybuilders are broke? Shit, forget about it. Even guys who, like when we did that video, what the hell's that video I was in, Joe? What's this fucking movie? Bigger, Stronger, Faster. They had the guy that lives out of a van out in Gold's Gym. There's a lot of old school bodybuilders.
Yeah, that guy. I remember.
In the 70s, he's still at Gold's Gym, and they fucking live out of vans and shit because they didn't want to get a job and didn't want to work, you know?
Yeah, he was from Over the Top, the arm wrestler from Over the Top movie.
Yeah, but he lives out of a fucking van.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep, he does.
You got to get a pension.
Said I was watching the after hours from the spring of 2021 when you, Gregg, said it wasn't the Vaseline. She shit all over me.
Oh my God, that's the truth. When I fucked that girl in the ass, what it was I remember I was like, you know, you could smell it, you know, but it wasn't, you know, you fucking an ass. That's sometimes that shit happens. You know, you pull it out, it's like, well, like you opened up deer lure or something. Like holy fuck. But anyway, I remember she had this tight little ass too. And when I pulled it out, I'm like, I'm like, as my dick is in there, I'm like, like mushing it around like this because it's like, I feel like it's Vaseline. When I pulled it, I was shit. And it was shit caked in the hole of my dick. And I caught like it wasn't VD. I caught like chlamydia or whatever, like I caught a fucking, I knew as soon as I saw the shit caked in the hole of my dick, I was like, I'm fucked. And I got some I had a urinary infection. Oh my God. Another one with the pus.
Oh
not as bad as gonorrhea, but that was, it was up there.
In the 70s. You can think of. Miss Bell,
like
how you doing, Miss Bell? Hey guys, what's going on, Miss Bell? How you doing?
Hey, Miss Bell. Oh wait, that's Natalia. So I'm thinking Miss Bell and Natalia. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, Miss Bell. What's going on? Yeah, so that was that was like 1980. That story.
John Mancini said Lee Priest's story about going to the doctors was hilarious. Yes, that was very funny.
Yeah, I don't remember which.
We saw the pictures of all that stuff.
That.
Well,
he shit on my fucking. Lee Priest took my cell phone and he put his picture of his penis on my cell phone. I had to get that off.
Yeah, I thought it was an eggplant because it was so purple from being.
Joe's
I didn't know what it was. I was like, "What is this?"
Joe's not lying. It looked like an eggplant, dude. I don't know how we didn't get that cut off.
I don't know either. I looked at it. I was like, "What is that?" It looked like an eggplant. I said, "What?"
Mine was sick on the inside. His shit was bad too. Oof. But it was totally different thing. You know what I mean?
Yep. Let's see what we got. Quick Pump said Jimmy is a living legend.
Yes, Jimmy's a great guy too. He's got a big heart. If you met him, he's very nice to you. He talk with you and everything. But if you piss him off, you'll be on the ground. Trust me. He's a great guy.
John Scuderi said we used to hear Jimmy from the parking lot at World Gym when he was inside training. These guys don't understand. Jimmy would level bars. The cops would ask Jimmy, Quinn, please tell Jimmy to stop.
Yeah, dude, I know a story. Like one time Jimmy Pilecki was telling me that, because we got Jim Quinn here too. Jim Quinn's a bad motherfucker, but my boy Jimmy, Jimmy the Bull, he was working at a bar one time and his friend he wasn't working. His friend was working the door and Jimmy was drunk. And his friend said to him, bro, I got to shit really bad. Can you do me a favor? Watch the door for me. All right. So Jimmy went and watched the door and these guys were coming in. They giving him a hard time. So he knocked out like 3 of them, and then 2 ran away and they came back with the cops. And then his friend came out of the bathroom, right? And his friend, Jimmy ran and hid because he knew the cops were coming. And they couldn't find who the doorman was that knocked these guys out. But it was Jimmy. Jimmy knocked out like 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean? Oh, if he gets mad, John Scuderi knows Jimmy very well too. John will tell you. He's fucking, he's nuts. If you piss him off.
Yeah, you got to get him to that point. Then he goes, speaking of Ferrigno, he was on Dark Porn Podcast 2 days ago. I saw that he was on there. Yes.
He was on what?
The Porn Stars guys had to have a podcast.
I did this thing with the Porn Stars with Joe Pietaro, and I did one of the main guy. But Lou doesn't like me, so.
Joe Moderat said, Greg, have you watched the OJ documentary on Netflix? Matter of fact, Joe, no. I was going to tell you, the police detective, Tom Lang, I'm actually talking to him. I have to interview him on the podcast. He's actually a nice guy. And he was there was so much information, so many evidence that did not go into.
Oh, yeah, with that shit.
So much evidence that they didn't even bring up. It's like ridiculous. I mean, they had OJ.
But the funniest thing is, Joe, the funniest thing about that whole thing is he wrote that book or said, did whatever. If I did do it, this is the way I would do it. I would fucking grab the bitch, slice her throat. You know what I mean? Like he's fucking, imagine that. Like he say that shit too. Forget about it.
They had the trail of blood from his car, the Bronco, into his house, up the stairs, into his bedroom where he changed.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was something. He got away with a lot.
He did. But they made up for it. They put him in jail for that whole thing. He tried to.
Oh, yeah.
Girl say, if you don't get cancer from eating bad pussy.
No, you do if there's fucking warts and shit. It has there's like I'm telling you a fact that my doctor told me. I have the best doctor on the planet. He told me that if they have like it's some sort of virus, it's an HPV virus, because that's what I had, the HPV virus cancer. Okay, and you can get it from that if it's transmittable. If she had like fucking anal warts or cunt warts or whatever you call that shit, you can get that if you put your mouth there. And I did it.
Girl, Dave Smith would be dead already. He said.
Dave Smith's my boy. Okay.
I mean, CH said when you compare it to a cigarette burn, it almost sounds like it burns some of your D away.
No, it's bad. It's bad enough when it's on the fucking, the fucking body of your cock, the barrel. But when you get it on the head, sometimes it comes on, then you're fucked. Oh, that's even worse. The pain on the ridge of your fucking helmet there. It's.
Josh Rivera said, Greg, why don't you and Joe bring back story time with Greg? when you do a Generation Iron, that was hilarious. It was very good, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. I got to do some more because this is a gazillion story. You know what the best is? Carlin Coker, Dr. Coker. When he's, he grew up with me. He's one of my best friends, and when he calls me, he'll tell me like, "Dude, remember the time that we did this, we did that?" And I'm like, "Holy fuck, I forgot all about that." Like, there's a gazillion stories that I don't even fucking remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
some great shit.
Yeah, John Mancini said, "You guys hear about Gene Hackman?" Yeah, Gene Hackman died, and then his wife was found dead.
Yeah, and his fucking dog was dead too.
So
and I think the dog was found dead in the closet. So there's something not right with that shit.
That's something not right.
His wife was 62. She's younger than me, and he was like 91 or 92. I don't know. Something's off with that shit.
Something is off. I mean, you know what? At first, I didn't know the dog was dead at first. But
yeah, the dog's dead. Yeah,
maybe the wife saw him and just got panicked, had a heart attack, whatever. But something doesn't add up.
You know what could have happened? They might have invited my mother-in-law over there. She threw a fart, and everybody in the house just went.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you say? Skip says, I'm 39 now, 40 in April. You think I'm old to start now?
No. Old to start what, the Babanya? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, no, Skip. Why would you be too old? Now's the time. Fuck that.
Now's the time. John said, Joe, my dad said, oh, yeah, that's really sad about Gene Hackman. Yeah, that was really sad about him. I liked him as Lex Luthor.
Me too. I love Gene Hackman. He's a great actor. You know what's funny? A badass dude, too, even in person. By the way, I just saw a fucking video with a guy that was 80 years old, just started working out for the first time at 80 years old. Now he's 90, and he's got a little muscle on him. But he's taking a Babanya. But what I'm saying, Skip, if somebody at that age could start, you're never too old to start. But be careful. If you're old, if you're older, you get 40's fucking young. I could have kids that are fucking 40. You know what I mean? Easily, fuck. But, if I was Mexican like my girlfriend, I'd have grandkids in their 40s. But, but the thing is that just don't go crazy. You know what I mean? Because
CH said he heard that the suspect could have been carbon monoxide poisoning, maybe.
No, I think they may come out with that shit, but at first the cops ruled that shit out because they can test if there was like that shit. I don't know. It would make sense to me because the wife was like, but she had a bottle of pills that were sprawled all over the floor.
Bill Mann
fell on top of a heater.
Bill Mann said Hackman death was murder suicide. Dog killed Hackman and wife shot himself.
Could be.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what do we got. Yeah. We got that troll again is in here. He's saying, what is he saying? Outlook MS. Don't listen to this synthol head.
Yeah, don't listen to me. Just keep going on here. Keep going on here. Give me comments. Click on here. Give us some clicks. Because a coward. That's a coward. Your parents must be real proud of you, brother. Anyway, find a girl. Find a girlfriend, hang out with her. But imagine you're on here with somebody you hate us, or especially me, you hate me. But meanwhile, you're giving me clicks. Ignore me. Make me irrelevant. If you give me clicks, you're making me relevant.
Joe Moderat said at the end of the documentary, OJ's former manager tells that in a quiet, private moment, he said, if Nicole had come to the door with a knife, she would be alive. If she had not come to the door.
No, I don't believe that shit. That guy was so jealous. First, he killed Ron, whatever his name is, Ron, whatever his name is, Ron. He killed the boyfriend first, and that made him more enraged. So then he killed her. So she came with the knife. That's not gonna do shit. He already had a knife. He fucking killed the boyfriend first as he came to the door, and then went in there, and wiped her out, or whatever.
Come on, Greg Taylor. If you think you're gonna be a troll, at least be a nice one like me. Yeah, that's right.
No, it's okay. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit what the guy says. He's just giving me hits here. You're giving hits. That's all.
Yep. Girl Dave Smith said, I deal with these guys all the time on X. Right now, Ninja Master's talking shit to me.
Girl Dave, you could probably find out who they are. Imagine if you found out who they are and you posted their shit. They would be like, I didn't mean it. I was just kidding around. It was a joke.
CH said, remember OJ's suicide letter and then changed his mind?
Oh, yeah. Remember fucking hiding in the goddamn van it's driving with the helicopter? I mean, why was he running away,
I remember watching that. I was watching the basketball game. The Knicks were playing. It was during the basketball playoffs.
I remember that, too.
Does you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't watching no Knicks, but I was watching that. Yeah, I remember that shit, sure.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was really crazy. I don't know.
That was crazy.
What do you say? Joe Montarat said, well, I'm not quoting his manager, but maybe that's just years of OJ justifying it inside his head all the time. in his mind when he said it.
Listen, it is what it is, and nobody believed that bullshit anyway. So it is what it is. I remember all that. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Meanwhile, they soak the glove in all these chemicals, which shrinks it. This is stupid.
Yeah. John Mancini said, "I agree, Greg. Even those guys that say horrible things about Amin."
Well, yeah. Amin's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. They all talk shit. Who gives a shit? The guys feel, like empowered. Like, I just told him right to his face. I don't give two shits. Whatever. That's cowards. Imagine looking at yourself in the mirror. Like, I went on here and I trolled. I trolled him. I called him a name. Oh, you're hurting me. I never heard that one before. Yeah, I'm melting. Anyway.
What happened to you? Did you? Oh, by the way, your barn in your back. Everything's good now with that?
Yeah. I'm fucking on fire. I told you that, right? Did I tell it on here and shit? I think I did. I don't know. Or was that on? I don't know. I don't know what the hell I said.
Yeah, you told on here. You told me.
Yeah. It's good now. There's a fucking scorch mark on it, but it's good.
CH said, Amin said that June 21st is the big day in court.
Yeah, I think he said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Whatever. Dan said the leather glove was shrunken down because it was soaked in blood.
No, it was soaked. They put it in a chemical to like extract like all this DNA and bullshit out, but it shrunk. You know what I mean?
Yep. What else? He said, Joe said, but yeah, he 100% admitted the murders to his manager in private.
Oh yeah, he did it. I mean, even when he came out and said, if I did it, I would have done it like this.
Skip said, how about Sam Sulek, first Arnold's win in pro card? Yeah, we heard.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Good for him. I mean, God bless him. I mean, I wish him luck, but I can't follow bodybuilding anymore. First of all, bodybuilding is not won on merit. It's not like in UFC where a guy knocks the shit out of you and he wins, or or in any other sport where you score points. It's a matter of opinion. I've been to shows where I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding! You pick competitor 1 over competitor 5. I wouldn't even add him in the top 5, competitor 1, but he won. You know what I mean? So I'm not talking about Sam Sulek. I'm talking about other people.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, I heard on RX when you guys were comparing Boston Lloyd to Sam. I mean, I think Boston Lloyd looked great, much better than Sam did.
Yeah, Boston Lloyd did. But I don't know. Sam may improve. Who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? But hey, listen, it's smart giving him a pro card because right now young people relate to him, and it's going to make more young people tune into bodybuilding. It's going to make more young people go to shows. So that was a smart move on the IFBB. There you go.
CH said, Greg, would you rather lose all your garden gnomes or lose all your YouTube subscribers?
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's a good question, CH.
That's a tough one. It's hard to rebuild your YouTube people back up because today everybody's on YouTube. But it's also like my garden. They're not gnomes; they're statues. Everybody calls them gnomes, but gnomes are these little troll-looking things. There's a few little ones out there, but they're like I got fucking angels, demons, Buddhas, fucking lions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got everything. Lions, you got the big lions, the tigers. I got
everything out there.
You got the
name it. I got it.
Angels, everything.
Yeah, but they're not these little gnome guys with the fucking beards and the fucking pointy hats and shit.
Natty Gaines says thoughts on Diddy. I don't know. I think
he's fucked. Is my thoughts on him.
He's done.
He's fucked. I just saw a thing where they're saying he's fucked.
Well, Joe Montanaro, watch the documentary, Greg. Trust me, it'll come another time and you can chat about it. It was a good. I saw it. I saw the documentary.
Which documentary? Oh, the one on
OJ.
I'll see if I.
There was another documentary I just saw too on Netflix where I think it was in the Philippines. A plane carrying like four.
Oh yeah, those kids.
Those kids, and the plane crashed.
They were taught they survived.
The kids survived in the jungle by themselves, and then they found them. You saw that?
But that's because their mother had taught them how to survive in survival situations and shit. But that was all. That was evil. I think their father or stepfather was no good or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he used to beat.
Yeah, they were little Asian kids. I saw that. I saw when they actually discovered him. They showed them actually finding him.
Quick pump. Ever train at Tom Petro's gym in Trenton, New Jersey?
No, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Sorry.
Yep. John Mancini said Greg needs to open up an exhibit. He does. A tour at his house would be really good.
Right. I need a tour.
You got everything at that Monster House, except the spot underneath the steps. You have everything. You have everything.
I might make those steps open up where I have a demon spot, like the dragon that they called like a dog. Yeah, from the monsters. There's a lot of people have no idea what we're talking about.
No, but people,
they're young. I know what you're talking about.
Museum. It's a museum. Trust me.
Yes, it is. Very visual.
Girl Davidson said, listen to Diddy call in jail talking to his son. Yes. And he said to him about Jay-Z. They didn't call him back or everything.
I hate Jay-Z. I hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, Joe Matrat said, dude, that shit was a real life version of Lord of the Flies. Yeah, that plane crash.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what do you say? CH said they're saying a tape of Diddy pounding Justin Bieber. That there's a tape.
They say that Justin Bieber's really fucked up, though. I saw a video of him walking. He had like old fucking sneakers that look like something that I would wear, you know, like old pants. He was all fucked up and shit. He's got a lot of mental issues.
Yeah,
but he also had a
call,
father that was fucked up and mother that was fucked up that pushed him into all this shit, you know?
Yeah. He was saying the phone call in jail, Diddy, it was all codes and stuff, but saying that, you know, there's a lot of stuff he's telling his son to delete, get rid of, and hide some stuff. But they're, you know.
Yeah, but that's like back in the day when I would sell fucking, you know, juice and shit. Guys would be like, I need 20 T-shirts. Like, yeah, like, okay, geez, the cops listening to that. Like, they really think you're trying to buy 20 T-shirts off me. Like, they don't know that that's some code for fucking T for testosterone or something, you know what I mean?
That's right. What do you say? Guru Dave Smith said pizza boxes is servers. Call the producer. It's him saying, you know, go down, everyone's going down.
Yeah, it's bad. But I mean, like, you know, he deserves it. That's the way I look at it, you know?
Yeah, he does. But Justin Bieber's very quiet. Bieber hasn't said much. He's been really hiding a lot in that out of the public eye. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, now he's doing all kind of gospel stuff, I think.
Yeah. You know.
They destroyed him. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of stuff about him. I don't know.
But that's what happens when you were also once a teen idol. That's why I say, you know, even with the bodybuilding, when these guys get older, one day it's not going to be, you know, and you're not, you know, everybody loves. Remember that song? Everybody loves the new girl in town.
Luciano said, "Do you think the truth regarding how Eazy-E really died come out as a result of all of his Diddy stuff?"
No, you know what is Luciano? I'm not too good on all this rap guy shit. You know what I mean? Like Eazy-E supposedly had AIDS. You know, at that I know. You know what I mean? I think he was gay, and they were. But all those guys, you know what? When nobody's around, they're all fucking gay. You know.
John Scuderi said, "Who remembers T. Michael bodybuilding wear sweatshirts?"
Oh yeah, that was big. I know T. Michael. Yeah, I remember all that shit. Sure.
Sure. Yeah, I remember all that. Guys, tomorrow too, I'll be interviewing my friend Maven Huffman, who from former WWE superstar. He did it Tough Enough, so just let everyone know. Maven Huffman, I'll be interviewing tomorrow.
Maven, I'm so bad.
Yeah, he's WWE wrestler, Tough Enough. He's got a really popular YouTube channel. You know, he's a good guy. He's over here in Jersey, in Hackensack.
Oh,
yeah, he lives by me. I saw him the other day. Greg, are you going on Joe Pirtal's AM/FM show over the phone?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to do a show. Did he say that I was going to do that? Yeah, he asked me. I keep forgetting. It's on Mondays. I told him I'd do it. I forgot. I got to get a hold of him. I just got a few things I was handling over this way. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, he's going to do an interview, do a thing with me.
Joe Matrat said, "Yo, Greg, do you ever hit the sauna or steam room after lifting?"
When I was young, they had a sauna in that gym. It doesn't really do much for me. When I'm done lifting, I'm like, fucking this. You know, I want to eat, you know, that's the way I am. I've hit it, but it doesn't really, you know, you don't need to sweat out more than I already sweat, you know?
Yeah, Dan, I've watched some of Maven's videos on YouTube. Seems like a cool dude. Dan, he is a really cool dude. Actually, when he said, "Oh, I'll give you my number," he took my cell phone and typed in his number on my phone and then gave it back to me laughing. And I looked at what he wrote and he said, "Maven, the best guy ever." And he's a really cool dude. That's what he put in my phone, is to be like, "Hey, the best guy ever," as a little joke. But he's really cool. Maven's a really good dude.
Maven.
Yep. He's got some good stories. Oh yeah, Maven has a good channel. Yep, he does. He's a nice guy. Thanks. You kind of look like, yes, you know, it's a funny story, John Mancini. You say me and Maven look alike. Is when he was in Westwood doing the show, I was with him and I left him to go to, people were coming up to him for autographs, pictures. So I left him to go to the bathroom. When I went to the bathroom, there was a nurse there because it was at like an event for children, like charity and stuff. And the nurse, this new wrestler, and she saw me and I'm a pretty big guy. So she said, you know, oh, so I went to the bathroom. She goes, oh, thank you. She started talking, started flirting with me. And then I realized she thought I was Maven because we look alike a little bit. We have the same hair, kind of the same look. You know, so she thought I was Maven. I'm like, I'm not Maven.
That's funny.
She's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
She's lucky Morella didn't come over and give her one of those.
Yeah, exactly. What do we got over here? Bill Mann said, hey Joe, first time message, long time listener. What's the earliest I can get my son into? He's 4 next month. He's 4. Well, I mean, that's the best thing to do though. Put your kid in something like jujitsu or something, that's the best thing to do. Like, you know, you have baseball and football and all that stuff, you know, but that goes after you're done with it, that goes away. Defense, learning how to take hand of yourself in the street is a real situation. Put them in there as early as possible. And like I said, I would wait to maybe 5 or 6, but definitely that's the best thing to do. Get him in some sort of karate, self-defense.
Yeah, anything like you know, any Muay Thai or fucking Taekwondo with the kicking, because kicking keeps people away. And then as they get older, I would get them into jujitsu or something, you know. But learn how to use your feet, man. It's, you don't punching in a fight is really fucked up. You break your hand. If you try to kick, forget it.
Yeah, exactly. I have all those Karate International magazines, and I was in a
That's what Joe Rogan did. Joe Rogan was a black belt or X-degree black belt in you know, Taekwondo. That was his thing first. You know what I mean? Because the kicking, you know, when you're in a street fight, guy standing like this, and you know how to fucking kick, boy, forget it. You break your fucking leg. And
most of the fights end on the ground anyway. So once you
well, I mean, if they tackle, obviously jujitsu, great.
Luciano said, your favorite wrestler of all time since we're on the top. My favorite wrestler actually growing up was always Hulk Hogan. When I was lucky enough to meet him. Hulk Hogan. He was, you know, grew up in the late 70s, early 80s watching wrestling. So Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania. And I was lucky enough to meet him once. He was a really cool dude. And obviously then The Rock later on and Stone Cold are always pretty cool.
Rock, always good.
Luciano, yep, leg is longer than the arm. If you can kick me, you can't punch me. Yeah, that's true.
Kicking is very important. I'm just telling you, if you're in a fight, you keep a guy away with the kicks. You know, it's very, very important.
Yep. Well, Greg, we're about already an hour in, guys.
Are we already?
Yeah, we are.
Holy shit.
Goes by quick, right? I want to thank all you guys for coming on. John Scuderi, Guru, Dave Smith, CH, Luciano, Natalia, John Mancini, Joe Matarazz, Natty Gaines, Josh Rivera, Bill Mann, all you guys. I appreciate you guys. Anytime you guys want to jump on with us and you got a camera, I can put the link on and you can come on and say hello to us. And we'll open that up to anyone.
Yeah, anytime. Especially your trolls. I'd love to see you.
The trolls won't do it.
Yeah, you don't have to, I know a lot of the fucking guys wouldn't have the Chicago, you know, balls.
Exactly, have the balls to do it. But, you know, exactly, because they get their face seen and then they wouldn't want that. Because,
oh my God. Imagine they feel empowered that you don't know who they are. Imagine that. They'd shit their fucking. We should get somebody that knows. I should get my son because he does intelligence for the government. And I mean, I should get him to fucking post their pictures. Look, here's this fucking guy, you know. Things.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
All right, guys. Yeah, man. Thank you.
I'll talk to you later, brother. All right.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand Podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast and listen where all podcasts are available.